Toni Kroos does indeed go deep. The header wide.
Mark, and I'll just get back to it very quickly. I don't think so. I don't think Carlo Ancelotti is managing Real. Across his body, can't quite make the contact that he wants. As for Roque Mesa, who we had just talked about, the calmness here with a little dip of the shoulder to create that space, get around Tchouaméni. This thing is going in the back of the net. Courtois is not getting there. It's a courtesy dive. But the post.
Now into April, we're starting to get to that point of the season. You get some funky results. Results you don't expect. Another opportunity, this time for Monchu. Porters.
It's a really good opportunity for Monchu. He decides to go with his right, as you say. 18 years old. Sometimes he's going to be isolated against Vini Jr. Santiago Bernabeu. This sort of environment is a big moment for a player who doesn't have all that much experience.
There's Marco Asensio. A drop of the shoulder, a change of pace, and an opening goal for Rodrigo. What a lovely goal. Deadlock broken. 1-0.
Turnover in a bad area. Camavinga wins the ball back, and now Valladolid at all stretch. And when they get stretched, what I think it's important here is the first pass forward by Tchouaméni, and the first time that we see a change of speed, in this case from Marco Asensio, who drives at the defenders, brings El Yamik into the ball. That opens up the space for Rodrigo, who stays patient in a wide position. And once he takes that first touch forward, Sergio Senjo comes out, makes himself big, but obviously not big enough. 1-0 Real Madrid. Good finish. Carlo Ancelotti loves it. Rodrigo loves it. Valladolid in trouble.
Last league goal for Rodrigo was against Barcelona in that game that we mentioned. The position that Asensio's playing. It's so hard to mark for Valladolid. Now he wants it short. Instead it's played in, and it's 2! For the 12th time in La Liga this season, Karim Benzema finds the back of the net and smiles aplenty at Santiago Bernabeu. 2-0.
Well, let's talk about the positives. We'll address the negatives in a second. It's a beautiful ball from Vini Jr. Really is. And it's a good run from Karim Benzema, who understands where the space is going to be. But Vini Jr. puts his ball into a space in which is begging, and I mean begging, for Karim Benzema to put into the back of the net. And Karim Benzema, from my kind of range, says thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll take this. 3 yards out. No goalkeeper in sight. Sergio Senjo out of the picture. Tap in. 2-0.
Wednesday, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Second leg of the semi-final. 1-0 from the first leg. Eder Militao's own goal. Real Madrid again, looking for number 3. Getting number 3. And it's Benzema at the double. It's all too easy. Real Madrid 3. Real Valladolid 0.
It's a gorgeous combination. Started from Karim Benzema. Good touch from Vini Jr. The defending is all over the place from Valladolid. Free runs coming from everywhere. Sliding challenges that are getting nowhere near the ball. El Yamik gets turned around, and once he does that, it allows the space for Karim Benzema to see that far post, find that far post, and put this where my grandmother hangs her clothes. Game, set, and match.
magnificent! Golazo! Hat-trick! Benzema, unstoppable. 4-0! Seven-minute hat-trick, Ali.
Valladolid all over the place defensively, but I'm not going to talk about Valladolid. Not right now. This is not about Valladolid. This is about a special talent. Resourceful finish from Karim Benzema. Creative.
Away by Camavinga. Plata's layoff. The curling effort hits the post and is cleared. There was a concern initially that it would come back off Thibaut Courtois and go in.
Gonzalo Plata does well, a little give and go action. It's a good turn from Quique Perez, who opens up his body.
Which brings into question, players shouldn't need to go to ground for an offence to be committed. Here's Vinicius Junior. A little deflection off the toe of Joaquin there, but again, the 18-year-old Fresneda apologising there in January on loan from Club Brugge. One ball over the top. And Rodrigo! He can blame the shadows. Did everything right but the finish.
And he does so well. First of all, it's a great ball over the top from Thibaut Courtois. Rodrigo does so well in utilizing the aggression of the defender. Well, but for the first goal, you can own that ball if after the game you scan the QR code. I'm serious.
Another chance for Rodrigo, and finally, it's 5, his second of the game, and it's all too easy for Carlito and his boys. A handball appeal, it will be checked.
Is it a handball from Vini? And it may just be. Comes off the chest, off his arm, then onto the path of Rodrigo, who now decides to go to the far post, unlike the last attempt. And here's the thing. If he had not used his arm, it would have affected and impacted where this control would have gone. This actually puts it straight into his path.
That's not going to count.
Referee has been called over, and once he sees the handball from Vini Jr., it will be 4-0 again.
Let's bring you up to date with the most recent law change here. Any handball by the goal scorer, if there's no other touch, and the goal's chalked off regardless of whether it's intentional, not intentional, deliberate, not deliberate. When it's the player before, it has to be a deliberate or intentional act. So therefore, that goal is getting chalked off because the arm was used as a key part of the control before the pass. Some good stuff though. Lucas Vazquez.
See, Valladolid goes and presses. It's a disorganized press. Real Madrid break right through it, and now they're on the attack, wide open.
Rodrigo. Asensio, 5. Back, Tchouaméni with a good pass, Hazard with the layoff, and Rodrigo off and running again. Went for the goal, Asensio was waiting.
By the contra trick to get 100 lives. Oh man, that's old school right there.
What a bad clearance, Eden Hazard. Assist is on, finds the pass, assist for Hazard! Goal number 6! My goodness! It's all happening today.